My mentor told me that if I wanted to be a profound poet, that I should no longer engage in rhyming. He said I should no longer be confined to punchlines or worry about rhythm or timing. He said I should leave that to be the dominion of ignorant singers and rappers, and being considered dope in the opinion of my master, mentor, is the only thing that matters. So I am going to write a real repetitive kind of poem, lecturing people older than me about things that I've never lived kind of poems. I gotta make an ice grill just to spit kind of poems. Getting a record deal don't mean kind of poems. I want to go back to Africa and rebuild kind of poems. Bragging about all the crackers I'ma kill kind of poems. My style is dope, your style is whack kind of poems. I'm questioning your blackness even though both of my parents are not black kind of poems. I have to use as many big words as possible kind of poems. I am so sick I should have my own ward in the hospital kind of poems. H1N1 virus kind of poems. Even though I sound like I hate everyone, I claim I'm trying to unite us kind of poems. Passages that are deeper than the passages that were thrown by John Unitas kind of poems. I sound like I'll say anything that comes to my mind kind of poems. And still I rise. I want to put myself on the map, X marks the spot kind of poems. Sounding like a collabo between Malcolm X and Barack kind of poems. Dr. King would sing I Have a Dream as the hook kind of poems. I can't write this by myself, can you take a second look kind of poems. I'm going to perform this the way that I was shown kind of poems. They told me not to use my own creative bones kind of poems. I want to be the man at the Friday night slam kind of poems. 99% of people will never know who I am kind of poems. You're ignorant if you've ever listened to 50 Cent kind of poems, even though my own lyrical content is not worth 50 cents kind of poems. I don't care if I have two quarters to rub together kind of poems. Too complicated for you or your sons or your daughters to ever get them kind of poems. My sentences are sensational and salacious kind of poems. My voice is vivacious and voracious kind of poems. It sounds like you're listening to Walt Frazier kind of poems. Oh, I forgot. Many of you are too young to know Walt Frazier was a Knicks player who is now a Knicks commentator kind of poems. And still I rise. My love lyrics are lucid and loquacious kind of poems on Valentine's Day. I wish that me and Cupid that we could switch places kind of poems, so that I could be the one shooting my verbal arrow through your heart kind of poems. My love is gonna cause you internal bleeding and permanent marks kind of poems. When you're gone, I wanna make out with your photo kind of poems. I want to carry my ring on a long journey to get to you like my name is Frodo kind of poems. Because with this ring, my Nubian queen, I will ring in your new life kind of poems. I met you yesterday, but today I think you should be my wife kind of poems. I am already suggesting names for our daughters kind of poems. I am obsessed with you. I am obsessed with you. So you might have to get a restraining order kind of poems. Your name, phone number, and address, you might have to change them kind of poems. I look like I'm speaking in sign language kind of poems. When you fall for me, I will keep you wetter than Niagara kind of poems. My style is about as useless as a eunuch that is using Viagra kind of poems. And still I rise. And still I rise. I write like Andrea Gibson, bullets and wind chimes kind of poems. You mad because your friends come out to see you and end up liking mine kind of poems. My work sells itself, I don't have to sell kind of poems. I no longer give up sell a bit kind of poems. You should recognize who I am. I don't need your kind of poems. When is your show again? Really? Amnesia kind of poems. Disrespect my style, I defend what's mine. I'm like the diamond in the rough that leave your emerald eyes blind. The only way you could touch my lyrics is if they was written in braille. The only way you'll be sitting behind some hot bars is if you spend the summer in jail. Your attitude stinks. So when you spit, it's like, yo, what is that smell? Is that like horse or bullshit? I can't ever tell. I can't tell the difference between you and the people that you've mentored when I set them up to here. Believe that I meant it. This ain't even heavy artillery. You don't want me to bring the drama. There's no need for a debate. People voted you Hillary and I'm Obama. You tried to intimidate me, but as you can see, I'm not having it. I'm HNIC and there's no positions available in my cabinet. What goes around comes around, so I'm going to be your karma. You need a tongue lashing son? Then I'm going to be your mama. You want to start a holy war, then I'm going to be Osama. If my poetry is plain, your ego is the topless. Can't give me credit, don't give me a critique. Your words are like waves of wet feces flowing on Schitt's Creek. Go up against Cool J like LL, you in too deep. When J2 give you a third L, you're going to see me in your sleep. Poets come up here with all this swag and self-esteem. Then they go home and have nightmares about my rain and wake up and call them wet dreams. You know that's how poets talk, but metaphors don't make no damn sense. My flow is sub-zero. I leave big figures stiff like figurines. Your next show is going to be at Madame Tussauds. All I do is make hits. Don't look so surprised. Don't showcase or feature me. Still I rise.